my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is the Friday cover challenge and this is the big one, in a way, because we've done all the ages. We've done the Silver Age, we did the Bronze Age, Copper Age, we did what I call the Plastic Age, and we did the Modern Age, which is the 2000 up. And but I saved my favorite age, which is the Golden Age, for last. And I figured this would be a real challenge for most people to show Golden Age books. So if you have Golden Age books and you want to do the challenge, definitely participate. But I wanted to kind of put a shout out, tag a few channels for this cover challenge. And the ones I wanted to tag are Night Tiger Comics. He has a great Golden Age collection. And Automatic Comics, he has an amazing Golden Age collection. And also Jerry the Jitterbug. He's a good friend, and he has a pretty great Golden Age collection. So I'd like to see their top 10 Golden Age collections. I'm going to actually poke them on Instagram as well to see if they will participate, and we'll see if they will. Put pressure on them. I'd love to see their top 10 books. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my top 10 Golden Age books by price. This is just sheerly by price. I kind of wanted to show you some of my bigger books, and you'll be actually surprised because there's a lot that I would have thought would have been in this top 10, but didn't make it, didn't make the cut. Like an example, this one didn't make the cut. Batman #3 didn't make the cut. This one didn't make the cut. It, first appearance of Richie Rich didn't make the cut. So I was like, okay, well, what are my top 10? These are the top 10. Should be interesting. Hopefully you enjoy these. We're going to start out with Sensation Comics #2. Now, this is actually the first appearance of Etta Candy, who is the sidekick for Wonder Woman. And it's a very hard book to find. So this one can command pretty big money. So even at a 2.5, it's quite hard to get. So this is first appearance of Etta Candy, second appearance of Wildcat and the Black Pirate. So bonus in there as well. So that's number 10 on the list. Number 9 on the list is Blue Beetle #54. This is a great Jack Kamen cover, and it was mentioned in Seduction of the Innocent because of obvious obvious sexualization, and it's also known as the disappearing bra cover, because if you look at the reflection, this is her reflection in the mirror, she's wearing a bra, because they didn't show nudity in the Golden Age, or they at least tried to avoid it. But if you look at the back, her actual the actual person, you can see that she's definitely not wearing a bra. So very interesting Jack Kamen cover. And yeah, just one. Actually, I really love this book. This is Blue Beetle #54. And then we have another great one. This is one of my favorite Wonder Woman covers, actually. This is Wonder Woman #7. It's the Wonder Woman for President cover. Just a really great cover. And it's in a reasonable grade. So it's mainly the grade that really makes this book pretty expensive and higher up on the list. Usually goes for about $1,000 per point. So yeah, just a really great one. I always love this cover. I always thought it was a fun one. It's sort of a what if in the future Wonder Woman becomes president. And actually it's more about the whole election campaign that she has to run, and she's competing against her boyfriend, Steve Trevor. So it's a really interesting one. So Wonder Woman #7. And number 6 on the list, I believe, number 6, is Police Comics #1. This is the first appearance of Plastic Man, first appearance of Phantom Lady, and also first appearance of Firebrand, I believe, and first appearance of the Human Bomb. So pretty much all these characters made their first appearance in this comic. Now, it's a shame that, they chose this character to highlight, but Plastic Man is the one that was probably the most famous from this title. But this is where he made his first appearance, Plastic Man. So Police Comics #1 from 1941. And then we have, this one is actually interesting. When I bought this book, I actually paid the highest price for this book ever, that, in any grade. And I thought, oh, geez, I really overpaid. So this is, I paid I think it was like $3,800 at the time. And that was big money for this book. This is Miss Fury #1. It's the first appearance of Miss Fury. Miss Fury is the first female costumed character. And it's just a classic Alex Schomburg cover. Now, soon after I bought this, there was another sale for 4.5 or 4.0, something like that. And it sold for $5,200. So this book is quite expensive as a result. It had gone up quite considerably. And it's just one that just doesn't sell that often. So whenever it does sell, it always sets a new record. So that 4.0 has the new record for the highest price ever bought for, or sales price for ever, for Miss Fury #1. So just a great book. First appearance of Miss Fury, and just great Alex Schomburg cover. Okay. Next is one really rough copy, but this is More Fun Comics #55. And this is the first appearance of Dr. Fate. And it's a great Bernard Bailey cover. And it's just, classic book. It's sad that Dr. Fate isn't on the cover, but it is still a cool cover. More Fun comics are incredibly rare. So finding this one, is a pretty hard thing to do. And so even in a low grade, these More Funs can go for pretty big money, especially with the key first appearances. So this is More Fun Comics #55, first appearance of Dr. Fate. And then, I'm not sure about the way I stacked that. If you hear a big thud, then thousands of dollars are lost. Okay, so the next one is Sensation Comics #1, and it's in a 0.5 because it's missing the centerfold. The funny thing about this was there was actually a comic, one that sold for $11,000, and it was also a 0.5. But it's in worse shape than this one. So this one is missing the centerfold. But the one that sold for $11,000, it was missing the centerfold and another wrap, so missing 2 wraps, and didn't have as good presenting cover. So I was quite happy to get this for the price that I did. I paid much less than that. So I was quite happy. But still paid a lot. It was an expensive book. I was quite happy though still to get it. So this is Sensation Comics #1 from 1942. It is the first appearance of Wildcat, Mr. Fantastic, or Mr. Terrific. Is Mr. Terrific? I want to get that right. It doesn't say. I think it's Mr. Terrific actually. Or is it Fantastic? I always get them mixed up. Mr. Terrific, I think. And it's also the second appearance of Wonder Woman. So just a really big key comic for Wonder Woman. And it's her first cover appearance. And she's doing her deflecting bullets with her bracelets, which is also a very big classic thing for Wonder Woman. So this is Wonder Woman #1, a Sensation Comics #1, I should say. Just a great, comic for Wonder Woman. You'll notice a bit of a theme. There's going to be a lot of Wonder Woman on this list. So that's Sensation Comics #1. And this next one is an interesting one. If it wasn't restored, it would be a much higher dollar book, but it is restored. This is Phantom Lady #17. It's a famous Matt Baker cover, possibly considered to be his greatest cover. And it's just a great good girl art cover. Also, it's a headlight cover, and it was mentioned in The Seduction of the Innocent with a full page devoted to it. So just so many things going for this book. It is just a classic cover. So this is, what does it say? Classic bondage cover. Okay, it doesn't even say Matt Baker, but it should say Matt Baker cover. It says Matt Baker cover and art, and it's just a really great one. Beautiful. And I love the fact that I got it cheaper, even though it's in high grade. I love that because it's restored. Yeah, there's no way I could afford that if it was not restored and priced accordingly. Okay, number 2 on my list is Wonder Woman #1. Again, this is another restored copy, but still, even in restored grade, it can go for pretty big money. If it was not restored, it'd be over 130,000, I believe, but it is restored. It's actually got quite extensive restoration. Small amount of color touch on cover, piece added, cover reinforced, staples, and cover cleaned. All 3 edges trimmed. It's got a lot of restoration. But it's beautiful. I love it. I just think it's a really great cover. Classic Wonder Woman charging into battle, and just a really great book. This is her first titled comic, and does it say anything else? Oh, Origin of Wonder Woman Retold. So it's origin story as well. And last, another Wonder Woman book is possibly this is the biggest comic in my collection, not just my biggest Golden Age comic, but it's actually my biggest comic in my collection. And it is All-Star Comics #8. This is the first appearance of Wonder Woman. She's not on the cover. She made her cover appearance in Sensation #1. But still, this is a really cool cover. It's a nice Spectre cover, and you get to see the whole JSA, which is the Justice Society of America. And you get Hawkman and Dr. Fate, and it's just a really great cover. And Spectre and Johnny Storm and the Sandman. Just a really cool one. And also Starman and Green Arrow. So just a whole bunch of classic Golden Age characters all on the cover. So even though it's not a great Wonder Woman cover, it is still a cool Golden Age cover. And it is the great first appearance of Wonder Woman. This is considered to be one of the top 10 Golden Age comics of all time. It's in the $1 million club in terms of sales. So Wonder Woman first appearance in All-Star Comics #8. That's my #1 book. So I know I put the gauntlet down in terms of showing big books, but I know the channels that I kind of shouted out, Night Tiger and Automatic Comics and Jerry the Jitterbug. They all have some really great comics, so I'm sure they'll meet this challenge and maybe show me up a bit. And I hope anyone that wants to participate, you can just show whatever Golden Age comics you have. Like, not many people collect Golden Age, so if you don't have many Golden Age, it's okay. Just show what you have and just have fun with it. It's not about bragging. It's not about flexing. It's just I wanted to show some of my biggest books just for fun. But show what you have. I love the comics all. So yeah, I always enjoy what people put out. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye for now.